Alright, hi you guys, so I'm here to review my acne routine. So I got this a couple weeks ago and I've been trying it out because I wanted to give a really honest review, and here's everything it comes with. So you have 3 steps here. Your face wash and your 2 like little kind of after toner sort of serums things. I actually really like it. So let me give you a little bit of background. I mostly get acne in my T-zone. I have been having it spread a little bit to my cheeks lately. Most of my acne is actually from stress. It is like genetics and everything, but my acne definitely more comes out when I'm stressed. That's, you know, so I get stress acne, so whenever I start having a lot on my mind, I start having a lot of projects due, my face gets really, really bad, and it shows that. Now, of course, that kind of stresses me out more, and I have an anxiety disorder, and you guys, it's not a combination. So once I started breaking out really, really badly, I decided to go ahead and buy this and give it a try. Now, when I was younger, I did use Proactive. It didn't help, and it's really freaking expensive. It's $70, like, you into everything. Like, I don't know. I didn't like it, though. And then I did use, I believe it's called Accutane. It's a pill. It's very expensive if you don't have insurance, and you have to be on all kinds of birth control and whatnot, and that worked. It worked really well, but it's not cheap, and eventually I got pulled from it. It has a lot of nasty side effects, so there's that. So I decided to go ahead and give this a try, and I am at week 3, I guess. I've used it almost consistently twice a day. There is about a week that I only used it once a day in there, so you know, there is that to keep in mind. If you saw my face at the beginning, and I will have photos, there is definitely a dramatic improvement over what my face was and is now. I still have a little bit of blemishes, but I feel like in about, like, by the end of next week, I think my face will be really clear. And one of the big differences is obviously I wear makeup. I have makeup on now, and before I wasn't able to hide like all my blemishes with makeup, so it was starting to make me self-conscious. I'm one of those, I like to be presentable for myself. It makes me self-conscious otherwise, so I wear makeup for myself sort of thing. And I wasn't able to cover my blemishes, so of course you then feel like everyone's looking at you, and you know, stress and anxiety, that doesn't go well. But definitely a big improvement, and I really do think my acne is almost completely cleared. So it really does, it has helped my acne, and I'm really bad, I'm a picker. Sorry, I am. It just really bothers me, and it's something I do self-consciously because of my anxiety disorder. And that's why I really kind of want to get rid of acne. I don't like picking, I just literally cannot help it. Another thing is, I did read in this, I believe it's supposed to help with blackheads. Correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I read that even though I didn't think it would work. It doesn't work with my blackheads at all. I actually use the deep sea mud mask, and that helps a lot more, and I just have to use that once a week on my nose, and my blackheads have definitely subsided. Okay. Other than that, the only thing that I really do with this, I follow the instructions, but I use a I don't know how to say it, this sponge when I wash my face, because I am a total mess maker. When I wash my face, I get water everywhere. I get it on the sink, my clothes, everywhere. This helps contain the mess. One thing to keep in mind when using this, and I'm going to show it, I'm going to show you, you guys me doing my acne routine now. One thing to keep in mind is this is not lather at all. It's like one of those lotion face washes. It's not a bad thing. Typically the lather is just an added ingredient. It really doesn't do actually anything for your skin. It's just more because we like it. So this really doesn't lather at all. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, sometimes I'll put the face wash directly onto my face and then rub it in. Mostly what I do is I put it on the sponge and then put it on. That's what I found enjoying the most. You guys are about to see my face here because it's going to get off all the makeup too. So I just rub it in. Like I see, this has it on there. Obviously you can't see anything. So there's that, it doesn't take long. Then just pat dry. Alright, so you want to make sure your face is completely dry for each next step. Let's see, one thing to talk about for the face wash, the only thing I don't like I do like the lather because I know where it is on my skin, but It's not a big deal. So I did want to say that I actually did use this a little bit on my chest. I have a very sensitive chest area, like right here. I'm allergic to jewelry, and I tend to break out right here because of how sensitive it is, and I'll get little bumps, and they bother me because like I don't put makeup there, you know, and it gets really, really red, and it'll scar for just like a little bit, not long, even if I don't touch them. It's just so sensitive. And you know, when I wear lower cut shirts, like I don't normally think about it, but then when I put the shirt on, I'll notice that in the mirror, and it makes me super self-conscious. Well, I used the acne routine on it for only about a week. I didn't actually use it the entire time on my chest, and I definitely saw an improvement enough to where I stopped using it, and I'm fine now because it did improve my chest so much. So that is definitely one thing to note. Like obviously my chest wasn't that bad. It's just like very minor, just kind of reacting, kind of little bumps and whatnot, and that helped, and it's gone now. So I don't use this on my chest any longer because I really don't get acne there. It's just on certain occasions. So if I do happen to like start breaking out or have a reaction on my chest again, I'll probably whip it out again. But you know, there's that. Just the idea that you can use it on other parts of the body that you may have breakout issues. Alright, so my face is completely dry, so I'm going to go on to step 2 and just put a little bit out, and you just put this on your problem areas sort of thing. And the step 3 you actually put right over where you put this. So I mainly work mine into my T-zone. I'm going to do a little bit more. But I also get, you might see some light scars of where I had some acne before from stressing out. And then you just work that in, and then once that's completely dry, you can go on to the next one. Now, another thing to keep in mind, well, first let me start by saying, so this smells kind of like alcohol. It's not a bad thing. Most toners have alcohol in it, and it helps dry out the acne to help get rid of it. But I just will keep in mind, so this, the lotion doesn't feel dry on the skin at all. Like, the cleanser doesn't feel dry on the skin at all. I know a lot of face washes can make your like face feel really rubbery. It doesn't do that. This will kind of make it feel a bit more drier. You really can't help that with something that has these kind of ingredients. They're really helpful for acne, but they do tend to be a little bit drying. And by these ingredients, I mean salicylic acid. Is that how you say it? I don't know. It's in like every acne product, but it is pretty drying. Yeah, and then there's alcohol in here, like I said, and like I said, that helps dry it out, but you'll also end up kind of making your face dry. Like, my face doesn't feel like really dry, like it's gonna peel, but when you first apply it, you can feel like that layer of kind of tightening, if that makes sense. And so, third step, just directly over the second layer, and then you like just rub it in. Alright. One thing to keep in mind, you are supposed to use this in the morning and at night. And in the morning, you actually need to let your face dry. Like, after you use all 3 of them, let your face like dry for 10 minutes before you put anything else on it. So this is like the first thing I do in the morning, so then I can like get dressed, get ready, you know, brush my teeth, do all that fun stuff, and then it'll be 10 minutes and I can put like my moisturizer and makeup on. Other than that, I really do have to give this 5 stars. It really has worked for my acne. It's not a hard routine to follow, definitely, because it's one of those where you really do see results. And because I am a reviewer, I was told by the seller that you'll see results early on, but don't review till at least the 2-week mark. And of course, I'm a little bit past that. But I understand what they meant, because after about, I think 3 days, I started taking extra pictures because there was an improvement in my skin. After a week, there was quite an improvement, and then after 2 weeks, even better. And now that we're moving on to 3, you can tell by the 4th week that my acne is going to be pretty much gone. So can't wait for that mark. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I do like it. I enjoy it. I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer them the best that I can. And yeah, till next time. Bye.